Reduce, reuse, and recycle. This is a phrase known all around the world. Did you know we produce enough hazardous waste in 12 months to fill the New Orleans Superdome 1,500 times over? This may not seem like a lot, but it is millions of tons of waste that could be reduced, reused, or recycled several more times, saving our planet from overflowing landfills and hazardous gases polluting our air. Recycling started around 1690 when the first ever paper mill was built. Using old linens and cloth fibers, paper was created and used hundreds of times over. By 1896, another family created a more advanced recycling center that collected unusable rags, old newspaper, and glass containers, along with other materials with a push cart all around town. When you recycle your trash, you are saving yourself hundreds of dollars by using less trash bags per week, buying less chemically grown vegetables, packaged food, as well as buying less clothing for your children. This is why I will be explaining how recycling reuses materials and helps reduce the overflow of dangerous landfills and saves money every year for yourself as well as businesses. First, let's talk about what recycling really is. When you reduce the amount of trash you have, you are saving the environment around you. When you put your water bottle in the bin with the recycling symbol on it, you are helping the planet by not leaving it in a landfill to take hundreds of years to decompose, as well as glass, paper, cardboard boxes, aluminum. We take these materials and more to different recycling centers that break each item down to create more water bottles, cardboard boxes, and aluminum cans. These items and more can be harmful to the Earth's ecosystem if not properly disposed of. Behind me are several materials we use every day that have been recycled more than once that can be recycled again and save the environment by not taking up space in a landfill for hundreds of years. Just by saving your water bottle and refilling it with water will save the environment. Saving different materials around your home and reusing them to create art projects with your children helps reduce the amount of trash you are throwing away. Even electronics, such as the cell phone in your hand, computers, old television, and kitchen appliances can be recycled. Special manufacturing centers take these items and reuse the precious metals in them to make more electronics like these. Old foods such as eggshells, peelings from vegetables, and cores from fruits can be used as compost to help enrich soil for our homegrown plants. Growing a garden can reduce the amount of money you spend per year at a grocery store on fruits and vegetables. Many cities, like our own, have created community gardens all over to reduce the amount of money they are spending on groceries. It also involves our children in our outdoor activities, reducing the amount of time spent indoors watching television and playing on tablets. Now that we know what can be recycled, reduced, and reused, let's look at how reducing the amount of trash we take out per day can help reduce the overflow of landfills around us. Americans can generate up to 400 million tons of trash that goes into a landfill, taking up more space than need be. Some landfills have employed over 286,000 workers that sort through trash every day, gathering recyclable materials to help create space for actual waste. Paper is the #1 material taking up massive amounts of space in our landfills. Did you know there's an island of plastic garbage twice the size of Texas in the Pacific Ocean created from our excess waste? If you look at an office building of just 100 people, they can use up to 500 paper cups per year. That's more than 1 cup a day. If we switched more than 50 of them workers to a glass cup, we would see a huge decrease in the amount of trash collected from them. Companies could even recycle old documents by shredding them and sending it off to a center that would break the paper down and reuse it to make more paper. If companies reduced the amount of trash they produce, they would save money by buying less paper products, which in all would help the company's budgets by millions. In the United States, we have the highest amount of waste generated per person of any country, at an average of 4.6 pounds of trash per person. That is 32 pounds per week per one person. Verde Mon, a reporter that states in his recently published article, Top 5 Benefits of Social Recycling, The U.S. has 3,091 active landfills and over 10,000 municipal landfills, according to the Environmental Protection Agency, all of which create hazardous air emissions, methane, and eventually leach into our groundwater. These hazardous gases pollute the air we breathe every day. It also gets into our groundwater that poisons fish and other wildlife in the streams near our cities. Many farmers near landfills aren't able to grow healthy crops because the soils are harvesting these poisons and killing nutrients plants use to grow. The average American throws away 12,000 pounds of waste a year that could actually be composted or reused and kept out of landfills. Water bottles that are put in landfills instead of being recycled can't decompose because of the lack of sunlight they receive. Even paper thrown into a landfill, if recycled, can save over 3 cubic yards of space in every landfill. When Ireland decided to charge 15 cents per bag, consumers used 90% fewer bags, saving hundreds of dollars for grocery stores. Today, I have explained what can be recycled, reduced, and reused, from plastic containers, glass bottles, aerosol cans, computers, even food and clothing. If we as Americans can learn from other countries, we can reduce the number of landfills and harmful gases we are putting into our air and ecosystem. With just a little help from everyone in our community, we can reduce the amount of waste we produce by reusing clothes, recycling glass, plastic, and cardboard, cleaning up our planet, and ensuring it stays greener for millions of years to come. As Alice Weisler, an author of Facts About Recycling paper, says, we will teach our children so that recycling becomes as common and familiar as the ABCs. Thank you.